That is beautiful. And it's just pentatonic.
Exactly.
This is Dweezil Zappa, Grammy-winning guitarist and son of the legendary Frank Zappa, a technical visionary who has mastered the most impossible fretboard work in rock history. And today he's showing me some of the most mind-blowing pentatonic stuff I've ever heard.
Everybody says break out of the pentatonic box, but sometimes there's still more in the box that we've never discovered.
All right, let's get going.
We are in the Hikari Studios.
That's right.
In LA.
That's right.
Joined by Dweezil Zappa, or I'm
Yes.
joining you more.
Yes, well, this is the best thing because I've talked about meeting you and never having crossed paths with you. I was like, I'd love to meet Paul because I love how you make your videos. I like the way that you are excited about the ideas and the enthusiasm. It helps get people going, you know, and
I love that.
And I feel like that's an important part of anything in life. Anybody that's good at what they do and then a passion for what they do, it just makes life better.
Yeah, well, in that regards, we met at the NAMM show yesterday.
Yeah.
Like literally at the end, the final minute, the
Yeah.
lights went out and we're like, oh my God. And we started talking about the necks and how we play and how we envision playing like guitar. And we were like, let's make that into a video. And here we are, literally for you guys. So please leave a thumbs up.
Yes,
to
and
show some support.
It really happened that fast. And you're like flying out to go home from LA very soon. So I thank you for taking the time to come over and do this.
Yeah, so to get into the topic, we were actually discussing like how we envision the neck. For example, you had a super cool pentatonic approach that I just loved. And I think everyone is gonna love this.
I love it. And I actually see the neck pentatonic pretty much only in one way across the entire neck.
How can we break out of...
What if we put one note on each of 3 strings? And this is what I mean. Like look at it like a cluster. So normally you wouldn't think, oh, pentatonic, right? But watch this. It's like, it's the same as doing that if you were playing.
It's just the skill.
Yeah, but now we've put one note on one string, the next one on the next one, next one, right?
I love that sound.
So you get, and if you use your fingers, like, that's very different than going.
I know. I love that.
It's like a piano almost, you know?
Because they ring out, and usually you cannot have this in the pentatonic scale.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? I love
So
this.
here's the idea, like if you know how to get from A to A, just on one string, and so now if you want to move the whole thing,
that is beautiful. And it's just pentatonic.
Exactly.
It sounds like otherworldly. So like this.
Yeah.
And then...
Yes, exactly.
Cool. So,
And what I liked that you did there was you reversed the direction. So you did this. You went...
Yeah.
And then you could go...
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. It is tricky. It messes with the brain a little bit.
But what we're seeing now is that each string is moving independently like this. So we have, and this one is, and this is.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's
right?
Like
so
licks together.
That's another way that you could also look at the pentatonic if you were playing it though.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. So many ways to break out of this simple pattern. I love this. So
Yeah.
if we finish that lick all the way up, going in opposite directions. So do.
Yeah.
Can you play that?
Yeah, sure. So we're starting here with this cluster, and then we're moving here. Then we move here.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and then this one is.
This one is also very pretty because you have that.
Yep. Yeah, and if you put delays and stuff on this, it sounds really good.
Or some bass notes.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love this.
Right.
Such a new way to find pentatonic sounds.
Yeah, and then
After
you
all
can
these years.
you can keep going. So you had that, and then we have. I like that one.
Oh. Yeah. That's a puppet right there.
Yeah, that's great. And then, so the next one is where we started, but it's the octave up. So now we'll be a...
Gotcha. So this, yeah. And that's exactly the same as where...
Yeah.
So in theory, you could do this on all strings.
Yes.
It
does change the fingerings, and some of them get actually pretty Alan Holdsworth-like. So I can show you what.
So wait, this means we have to practice?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Please no.
So like on the next set of strings with the B, G, and D,
Yeah.
we have some similar shapes.
How would that sound if we play them together?
So you play the ones I just showed you, and then
Okay.
I'll just play these
then-
on top of it.
Yeah, we do string by string, right?
Do you want to do it like this?
Arpeggiated. Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
that?
let me try. Okay, you do it. Okay, 3, 4. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, it'll also tell you how well your guitar is intonated.
Oh.
This is where it gets really crazy. I'll try to do it like completely horizontally this way, so. So you
Sure,
get this.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's all these
perfect.
same shapes that we've just learned, but you have to figure out where they all map out. But we're playing only the notes from the A minor pentatonic, which you could also see, like, I see the guitar as 3 sets of 2 strings. And the reason is, if I do something on one set of 2 strings, I can do the exact same thing without having to think about finger changes at all if I split the octave. So if I just did 2 notes per string right here in the key of A,
Yeah.
and I do it again at the octave,
Oh.
and I do it again,
That's
so
it. Okay, let
so-
me try that one time. So you're just playing the same lick at different starting positions. You see the root as sort of the core.
well, that's the thing is we've played the exact same notes in 3 octaves.
Yeah.
And the
okay.
ear tells you that you're hearing something more fascinating.
True. Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's still just the same 4 notes. So we're still just playing A, C, D, E. That means you go, and then you position shift, and then you position shift again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's cool. You're sort of creating a diagonal scale, almost.
well, the thing is, I see them as all being pivoting off of the octaves. So
Ah,
if you look at
interesting,
where the anchors are, you have an octave here, you have an anchor here, and then you have an anchor here.
Yeah.
So-
you're really focusing on that root note. That's your core, your home
Well,
base.
that's exactly. It's my home base for the tone, but it's also the visual cue. So if I'm not great at knowing exactly what note at any point on the neck. Like I never, as a kid, memorized every single note in every position. And I know there's a lot of players that can hear it and they know exactly what the note is. But I also know there's a lot of players who are very good players that cannot find
If I
even
say,
the
like,
octave.
Play like a B flat on the G string, you would be like, okay, that's
Well,
fine.
I might have to, in the case of B flat on the G string, I might have to think, where do I know one place where I can hit a B anywhere? And then I would like, okay, I would have to find that. So if on the G string, I would think, okay, I know where that B is.
Yeah.
So I just have to make it flat,
Oh, okay, sure.
right?
Okay, yeah.
But I wouldn't immediately go to B flat. I'd go to B and then
It's
go,
fine.
how do I make that flat? I feel like this is a problem that needs to be solved for a lot of guitar players because they feel like they get comfortable in certain places on the neck, and as soon as somebody asks them to play in a key they're not comfortable with, they don't know where they are and they don't know what the notes are, so they
Yeah.
can't find a way to maneuver themselves comfortably. And So one of the things I find that's helpful is to actually find exactly where your octaves are and also where your unisons are.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about the guitar that people often forget is that you could play the same note in so many different places. So if we're playing A here, and that goes diagonally across the neck, right?
Okay. Yeah. So we find that the unisons is just the same note, unison.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If you now combine this into an exercise where it's the octaves plus the unison, and you do a cycle of it like this. If you know that you want to just target A, right.
There we are. Okay.
Now, move that up a half step and see if it messes your mind up. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah.
See, it does. It's like at a certain point, your brain goes, I don't trust it.
Yeah.
And you hit like just a half step higher.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work on exercises for just my left hand that I can try to almost automate to know, okay, if I want to hit an A and I want to do this, only left hand, this is brutal. But as I get better at it, what I'm finding is that I will have actual better connection to the string. I'll have better finger tone on the fretboard.
Yeah.
And I will then also know where my fingers are going, so it makes the picking easier. But if you took that idea and you said, all right, let me get all the way from this octave to this octave, and you use unisons to get you there, it would look like this. And then you get this octave here.
Oh,
So
you repeat it. Octave higher.
There you
Sounds
go.
like a song, almost.
Yeah. So, and then
Robotic.
one other last thing to make this a little bit more fun exercise is if you know where these octaves are, you could put a note in front of it. And so even like this.
Sounds like a Yes song.
Yeah, but try that one. It's actually kind of fun. But from a repetitive skill,
It's tricky.
well, it's tricky, but that one's actually like a little bit more satisfying than the
There's
other one.
some melodic action going on.
But the thing that's most important about it is recognizing that this will give you a much better idea of where notes exist. So if you know that's an A and that's an A and that's an A, now you're going to start seeing the notes that you need to find on the neck easier if you don't already know them, which is kind of what we were talking about before.
Like breaking barriers, right? That's basically what we're doing. Like
Well, everybody says break out of the pentatonic box, but sometimes there's still more in the box that we've never discovered.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, so that's
like this one. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
But even that other thing that we were talking about earlier where
Yes. That is just pentatonic on the G string.
Yeah. So the whole idea of
Okay, I play the chord, you play the one.
But watch this. If I have like a little sustain with this guitar because it has sustainiac in it. Yeah.
This is it.
That's the way to...
That's all you need.
Yeah, so just, to wrap it up from my perspective of how I see the neck. As a kid, that's how I learned to get from one place to another. I just would drone an A note, and then I would just see like what notes sounded good to that. So
tension.
Yeah. And if I heard the sound of the pentatonic, I was like, those are the notes there, but then I did it with each string. So I was like, well.
Right.
And then, you know, up here. So I was just always finding that I could see similar shapes.
Yeah.
And I just started going, wait a minute. If it's like that, then I don't have to really learn to memorize all these extra things. If I recognize there's only 5 positions.
Keep on repeating everywhere, yeah. 100%.
Then it made it easier. That's why I saw it in 3 sets of 2 strings. Now, obviously, you can have subsets in there too, but because of the way the guitar is tuned, the G string and the B string gets screwy sometimes. This is the same as this, right? So once you realize that there's different ways that you can definitely start seeing where that stuff moves around. So you start seeing that these unisons become very important versus it's a very different sound. You know?
Absolutely.
Very good.
Dweezil, you're the man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This has been fun. Yeah, follow this man. I'm sure we all know where, but also on YouTube. Man,
yes,
good stuff.
I've been doing some YouTube stuff. And by the way, very last thing, that tip on Smarvo, very good.
Yeah, you checked it out?
I did. I found something excellent. I'm making some videos. Smarvo tone is coming.
Take care, guys. See you around.